Lazarus, come out. And what I love about it is, the Lord showed me this and he said, Rebecca, there are some people in my church that I've liberated, but that are still tied up. And I said, God, what you mean? What you mean? But they're praising God. What you mean they're tied up? And look where he took me. He took me to John 11:44. He says, Jesus said to Lazarus, come out. The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face. Jesus then said to them, though he was liberated, Jesus said to them, take off the grave clothes and let him go. He was liberated. God had given the order for him to rise up, but he was still bound. He was still tied. You're in church, you're praising, but you're bound. You're in church and you're singing down. You're in church and you're doing usher, but you're bound. You're tied up in your spirit. You're tied up in your finances. You're tied up with your children. You're tied up with your love life. You're tied up, dried up, and you're asking God to let you go. And God's saying, I've liberated you already. I've liberated you already, but there are some things that I need for you to do. And because we are in a position where we're looking at the direct effect of now, we're not able to see the future. We're not able to see that God has a plan that's going to not only shift our situation, but that's going to lead other generations to him. If you thought that your life was just about you, you're mistaken. Your assignment is attached to the kingdom. Your assignment is attached to the kingdom. So though God has called you to come out, you've got to step out and say, God, I'm going to allow you to use me for your glory. I'm going to allow you to use me for your kingdom. I'm going to allow you to use me for the advancement of your purpose. And so I believe every great thing that happens on this earth happens in partnership with a great vision. And I want to share with you just right now quickly a vision the Lord gave me for the great city of Boston. And I want to share with you the plans that the Lord has placed in my husband and I's hearts to launch this vision in our beloved city. My name is Rebecca Merzius, and I am glad to announce that the Lord has given us a vision for a new church community coming this early fall to the great city of Boston. The Lord gave me a vision 5 years ago where I saw him breathing life upon millennials and Generation Z, where people were coming to him with hunger and a thirst for more of his word, more of his power, and more of his presence. And so I said, Lord, here I am, send me. And as he began to talk to me about what that would look like for our community, we feel at peace to say that God has equipped us. He's been training and preparing us over the last 5 years to making sure that reality is established. So I'm here to ask you, would you partner with me today as we plan towards the launching of this new life-transforming, family-centered church community right here in our city? We're here to be a multi-generational, multi-ethnic, multi-based church where we seek to bring the heart of Jesus Christ into our communities by being the life-giving church that he's called us to be. Join us as we help to ignite hearts, transform lives in our great city of Boston. Revive City Church, coming this early fall.